So, when your sounding bowl arrives, this is the sort of thing that you'll get. It may be just bubble wrap if it's only come nationally, or it'll have a cardboard protection if it's come internationally usually. And inside there you will find your case. And inside the case is your sounding bowl. It may have some extra wrapping in there. It may have a piece of cloth or some extra filling. And there is your sounding bowl. Your sounding bowl will have been tuned before it left, and whether it's in tune or not when it arrives depends on the journey. This one's not too far out. Also in your case, either in back pockets if it's a hard case, or in the front pocket if it's a soft case like this one, a semi-hard case. The case has got double thick padding in the walls, good padding in the roof and the floor as well, and in the pocket here you have your tuner and your tuning handle and some bits of information. The manual for your sounding bowl is in the roof pocket, the lid pocket, and contains the tuning advice. So if you want to check the tuning, which you should check the tuning of your bowl when it arrives, your tuner is in the case here with a couple of batteries and a little manual. The batteries fit into the back of the tuner, like this. Close the tuner up and switch it on. On the tuner you have the calibration buttons at the front to adjust the 440 down to 432. If you're working with other musicians you may want to leave it at 440. 432 is a slightly softer tuning. It's believed by many to be more in harmony with organic processes. It's the preferred tuning for sounding bowls, but it's not an absolute must. Your bowl will still sound very good in 440. So what the tuner does is listens to the note and tells you how accurate it is, whereas your manual tells you what the note should be. You'll see on the manual the strings for a lyre bowl are numbered. For most bowls they're numbered. So you have the first string in the middle, that's the deepest note. Then you have string 2, string 3, string 4, string 5, string 6 and string 7. So on the bowl you have the tuning going string 1, string 2, string 3, string 4, 5, 6 and 7. 1. So on your tuning chart, when it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, don't go applying that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or you'll get into trouble. You might even break a string. What you need to do is apply that D, E, G, A, B, D, E, D, E, G, A, B, D, E. Or if you want to try one of the other tunings, maybe D, E, F, G, A, B flat, D. There are different tunings. Each one gives a slightly different feel to the instrument and brings you a different relationship with the music you're making. So if I put the tuner on my knee, say, that says quite clearly that is a C sharp, but it's way above where a C sharp should be because it's supposed to be a D, which is the next note up. So this tuning handle slips over the knob to give you more control. It gives you finer control by giving you more leverage. That says that's spot on with a D. So you see the green light in the middle is lit up. The needle doesn't have to be absolutely dead center. Either side of the dead center there's a couple of little triangles, and if it's kind of within those little triangles it's pretty good. Inside that there's a couple of heavy dots. If it's inside those heavy dots it's good. Inside that there's a couple of light dots. As long as it's inside those light dots it's very good. Anywhere around there will do. String 2 for the Hebridean tuning is an E. String 3 I had it that way up because I thought you wanted to see it, but you couldn't see it on my knee anyway. This is better. String 3 is a G. String 1, 2, 3, 4. String 4 there is an A. String 5 here wants to be a B. If you take it too sharp, the needle will swing over to the right and the right hand red light will light up. If you don't get it sharp enough, the needle will be off to the left and the left hand go on, and the left hand red light will light up. If you get it really too flat, it'll swing off to the right again, but in the middle it won't say B anymore. At the moment there it says B flat. So to go from a B flat up to B natural, just take it up that little bit. And there's your green light. Little flashes from the red lights, but the green light's constant. That's good. String 6 on the chart wants to be a D. So if you get it too high like this, and you take it back down to a D, there, it's worth pressing the middle of the string down to take up any slack that might be left in the tails from bringing the note down. So at the moment that says that D is a little bit sharp. If I push down in the middle like that, just push down a bit like that, that takes off any slack and the D actually goes slightly flat. So a tiny tweak brings it back up to right. And there we have it again, D with the green light lit up. It says the note we want and the green light says we got it right. That's good. And the last one, string 7, present it says it's a bit flat for an E, and the chart says we want an E on there, so there's only tiny tweak to do. Don't swing it too far, just a tiny tweak to do. This is very delicate, and if you can't get it quite right, drop it down again. Doesn't have to be that far, but drop it down a bit and bring it back up. And there it is. Green light, says E, we got it right. When you've retuned the whole bowl, if you've done more than a tiny bit of movement, the bowl may have flexed and taken up the tuning slightly, so it's worth checking the bottom note again and starting from there. So that says D. It says it's a bit flat. You see, basically only the red light is lit there, tiny bit of green, but it's worth putting a tiny tweak on there. And take the hands off again when you're checking it, because if you're leaning down on there, that can give you a false reading. And there it is. So with a bit of practice, the tuning itself becomes a meditation, because there you are listening to the notes, you are feeling into it, you're using the tuner as a guide, and that relationship of bringing things to harmony with your instrument is already a meditation. So first few times you tune it, it may be a bit technical, a bit worrying, but once you settle into it, you'll find that when you pick your instrument up, just the tuning is the start of making music. And from there, it just gets better and better.